So you want to know how to edit your videos, but you don't even know how to film. So let me show you what I use in order to film. That way you can get a better picture of what you need depending on what kind of content you want to make. So this is my big boy. It's not the biggest boy. There are better boys. There are more expensive cameras. There are better lenses. The camera already came with this lens, and that's what I'm using. And then this is the Sony a7 III, which you'll probably find on sale by now. I have a tripod that basically has an extend arm. All of this stuff is on my Amazon storefront, just FYI. You can use this to up your game on your content. This is for my nail techs, also for my lash techs, or honestly, any creator at this point. You can use a more fancier camera, a mirrorless camera instead of your phone. But let me tell you, I am recording on my iPhone 17 Max Pro and it looks beautiful. What people like to do is record in cinematic. This is me recording on cinematic mode. As you can see, it blurs out the background beautifully. So I like to use this for like my talking head stuff if I'm not pointing things out around me, but just so you have reference of what it looks like. I have rearranged my space to where I have a little notebook by my bed, a notebook on my work counter, and a notebook in my backpack. And then of course I also use voice memos on my phone, but try to do your best and just have a little notebook handy and write down all your ideas, all the things you want to do, all the little light bulb moments that you get, write it down. Because that's something that I failed to do so many times for so many years, and I let so many things just pass me by that could have gotten me unstuck in my life a long time ago. I am personally learning how to create more structure around my life so that I can get things done. I feel like I've done enough work internally to move forward with the things I've always wanted to do in my life. The things that I want to work on and do and basically put out there are definitely not at all the same of what I thought I was going to record and teach a year, 2 years, 5 years ago. So it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to want to do something else. So for those of you who are like, my God, I'm not getting enough likes, my stuff, no one sees it. Maybe your content just isn't that good. I said it. I'm sorry. I know a lot of you don't want to hear this. I didn't want to hear this at one point, but finally I screenshotted all my information, my analytics, how my page looked, and I sent it to ChatGPT and I asked it to fucking roast me. I asked it to tell me, what the hell am I doing on here? What do I need to do? And it basically told me I'm fucking scattered and no one knows what they're going to get with me, which is cool. I like to keep you on the edge of your seat because I also did not know what the fuck was going on in my life either. So let's say you don't have a fancy camera and you have your phone. This little arm right here is perfect because it clamps on your table and you can move it up, down, side to side, depending on how you need it. And then all you got to do is just strap your phone on here, but I'm using my arm right now for this other arm that I have over here. Actually, let me record it so that you can see what I'm talking about. This guy right here is on my other side of the table holding my phone. Also, if you are doing vlogs, this is what I'm using right now, and I'm putting this on a tripod, which I will show right here. I carry this with me everywhere. Yes, I am the cringe girl that carries this everywhere, puts the tripod wherever she needs to get shit done. And I have my little mic here that runs around with me everywhere I go. If you're serious about your shit, you will be running around with this stuff too. And I don't care how crazy you think you look and who's perceiving you. Trust me, it'll change your damn life. And you're probably more interesting than me. So please utilize this information. But this is great. Right now, I'm just using natural lighting coming from the window in front of me. I could look so much better if I had light. Now you can't see the imperfections. This is great, especially if you're doing makeup videos or you're just talking in front of the camera. It goes in like this, hold your phone here, and you go everywhere with this. There's also grips for this light. It helps you hold the phone. It's not a gimbal like this one. This is a gimbal, and it moves around side to side, and it keeps your videos steady. So see, there's no like crazy shaking. It moves around up and down, side to side, left and right. And then also you can do landscape. Now with the new phone, you don't necessarily need to do this anymore if you're doing the front facing camera, but I can switch it up and do horizontal and vertical with, this is a DJI gimbal. It is also on my Amazon storefront. but there are other copies depending on your budget. This guy's been with me for a really long time and it works just fine. And then it also has little Bluetooth remote buttons here to record different functions. It also has more like sport mode. And then also if you download the DJI app for the DJI products that you have, this one also has tracking. So if you use the app, you can leave it on the table, move around. This also goes longer. It's like a selfie stick basically. And if you're like snowboarding or action shots or whatever, in the middle of nowhere, it'll track you. So if you go left, it'll go left with you. If you go right, it'll go right with you. So there's a lot of things to know with these contraptions, but I'm not going to give you detail because hello, like they need to pay me for that. So we have this arm for your table. If you want to put your phone, you can also put your camera on it as well. It's pretty sturdy. There are different attachments depending on the thread. This might be a little too thick. So there's different attachments to basically screw on, make it smaller. So that way you're able to screw on your phone or one of these guys. Next thing I think you should concentrate on is studio lighting. At this point, you need to just go for the big boys. If you don't happen to have or can buy fancy studio lighting, post up next to a window. Please post up next to a window. We love to see natural lighted content. And if it's still beautiful where you are, go outside in a shady area and use that natural lighting and capture all the UGC that you can in one day. Another thing that I do think is very important is to batch create. I know we're busy people. So if you can use that one free day or that one free couple hours in order to create as much content or at least film as much content as possible, something you bought or showing your OOTD or just anything at all, use those couple of hours to batch create. That's where I come back to having a notebook. This one says notes and plans. And honestly, you need to practice. If it's not pretty the first time, it's okay. It wasn't pretty for me and it still doesn't feel pretty for me. I'm doing this regardless of my situations. Let this be some inspo for you no matter where you are in your life. Just start and you're going to get better. A lot of people tell me that I make this look so easy. Bro, you have no idea how many hours, how many days, how many years I've spent in front of a camera trying to like say the things that I want to say and getting it out there. I just have such a hard time getting what I want to say out. So now we have all these tools. You can go back to journaling, but we have AI now to kind of just go back and forth with and get our ideas out. So last but not least, my biggest tool I think you need to start using if you're not using it already. I don't give a fuck how you feel about AI. ChatGPT, if you don't want to try anything else, use it before you can't use it anymore. Because I understand the internet can be so overwhelming. You have no idea the conversations I have with this damn computer. If you don't buy any of these things, start with chat. Have a little chat with chat. I'm just basically teaching you all the things that you can probably find on the internet and on chat. I am teaching through the experiences that I've had so far and what has actually worked for me. And yes, I have a lot of stuff. So believe it from the girl that has all this fucking stuff, what actually works and what doesn't.